Miracle at General Hospital. The only person who can save Sonny while his life is in jeopardy is editors have independently selected all of the goods and services that are listed. On the other hand, soaps.com might get paid a commission for orders made through its retail links, and the retailer might get some data that can be audited for bookkeeping purposes. It was anticipated that Brian Craig would return to General Hospital for a special episode in August, and it appears that his time has finally come. However, this doesn't always mean that you should celebrate. The baby, Kristina's coding, and Molly and TJ are all gone after that fatal altercation with Ava. Because of Ava's schemes and her decision to take away his bipolar medicine, Sonny has been pushed closer and closer to the edge. Sonny climbed up to the hospital roof at the end of today's episode, flashing back to when everyone had turned against him. Molly, Dante, Joss, and Anna have all recently let him have it. I mean, literally and figuratively, Sonny's on the precipice. Don't write him off just yet, though. Sonny elevated on the roof in the teaser for GH tomorrow. Sonny is shown conversing with someone he calls just my imagination, and we're positive that's Morgan. We don't know for sure if Morgan is a ghost or just a hallucination, but his reappearance right before Sonny's life comes to an end would be a stunning full-circle moment. To begin with, Brian Craig verified to Soap Opera Digest that Maurice Benard appeared in every scene he did. To be honest, that was a major factor in his decision to go back to General Hospital. He said that the people from the show who contacted him were like, all your stuff would be with Mo. Basically, I told them to shut up. Yes, I'm comfortable. Should Craig spend the majority of his trip with his father at General Hospital, it would be fitting for them to have a sincere conversation on the ledge. Both of them have struggled with bipolar depression. The content we recorded went really well, Craig said to Sode. We were both really in it, and it was really powerful. Benjamin was really happy with it too. Sonny prevented Morgan from going off the balcony and killing himself years ago. We sense that he is about to repay the favor right now. Prepare yourself for a strong, intense comeback, culminating in Sonny stepping back from that precipice, and, ideally, taking back his life, his heart, and his mind. Ava and Trina are questioned at the PCPD. Joss looks to Dex for support. Kristina wakes up, and she and her family learn the baby's fate today on General Hospital, and Natalia gives Blaze her love and support. When Joss arrives at Dex's house, she is a complete emotional mess. Within his arms, she sobs. As they settle in, she tells Kristina everything that transpired at the pool. She sobs because she momentarily froze, and that instant may have had a profound impact. According to Dex, it sounds like she evaluated the situation and knew what to do rather than freezing. It sounds like she saved Kristina's life, he says. When Dex brings Joss some tea, she says thank you. She is appreciative that he is still in her life and present. He responds by telling her that she held him accountable and shown that he wasn't the guy he wanted to be. She apologizes to him for her harsh remarks about him. Joss claims that, especially in light of today, she has learned to never take anything for granted. They share a kiss as she says, "Right now is all we have." They are stopped by Dex, who claims he doesn't want to take advantage of her weakness. Joss declares her love for him, and he reciprocates. He is putting his life back on track out of love for her as much as for himself. Joss reassures him that love is what it is. It's not a task or a to-do list. Before long, they are making love in bed. Dante questions Ava in the PCPD interrogation room while Trina looks on from the outside. Pulling her away, Chase says that since he knows that she and Ava are friends, it might be better if she stays away from Ava. Trina inquires as to any updates regarding Kristina. Chase and Anna make their way into the questioning chamber. Chase offers to take over after Anna gives the order for Dante to move to General Hospital to be with his family. Eva thanks Anna as Dan departs. She claims that since Dante is linked to Kristina, he shouldn't be questioning her and that he should stop attempting to force his views on her. Thankfully, Anna notes, Chase is not connected to the victim. She will speak with their other witness. After Anna leaves, Chase starts interrogating Ava. She tells Chase everything she can recall. According to Ava, everything was a terrible accident. According to Ava, the custody hearing for her and Sonny was triggered by a subpoena. Kristina, who saw her father beat Dex Heller, was subpoenaed by Scott. According to Ava, Kristina may be bipolar like her father. She was irrational when she arrived at her room due to the subpoena. Ava lies by saying she told Kristina to go, and flashbacks are displayed. Chase queries whether Ava attempted to lead or usher Kristina out. Ava claims she has never touched her. She maintains that Kristina rushed toward her, she ducked, and Kristina fell through the glass. There are further flashbacks showing Ava setting the place up and staging it. That became a blur, according to Ava. She simply prays that Kristina and the baby will be okay after hearing Kristina go through the glass and hearing a scream. Anna interviews Trina about what happened and what she witnessed when she is outside in the squad room. After the confusion of the fall, Trina informs her that she looked up and saw Ava standing by the broken window. After Ava stood there and closed the drapes, Trina says she was unable to see anything more. After they are questioned, Trina later speaks with Ava. Trina says that all she saw of her was her standing at the smashed glass, which is why she felt compelled to make a statement. Trina is told by Anna that she can leave, but Ava cannot. Ava maintains that she has cooperated and stated what happened, so are they charging her or something? Although there are now no charges, Anna insists she must remain. According to Chase, forensics is still in her suite. It was a slip and fall, not a crime scene, according to Ava. That will have to wait, according to Anna. She might have further questions, and they need to transcribe her statement. Ava demands that they give Scott a call since she won't speak without her attorney. Everyone at the hospital is waiting on Kristina's status. Blaze is told to leave by Natalia because this environment isn't suitable for them. This place is for everyone who loved Kristina, according to Blaze. According to Natalia, it is appropriate to allow them to hold vigil as a family because this is a place for family. They don't need them fighting in front of them, says Natalia. Natalia retrieves Blaze. When Molly gets to the hospital, she asks TJ what's going on. TJ informs that Kristina is having an emergency C-section due to an accident. TJ, Molly, and Alexis arrive, and Alexis shares with them what she and Blaze know about the accident. While Sonny and Jordan are present, TJ queries Kristina's reason for being at the Metro Court. Alexis claims she wasn't sure why she was in Ava's suite. Molly looks at Sonny and says she understands why. Kristina awakens in her room as Dr. Park informs Dayon that the baby has passed away. He'll let the family know. "Where is my baby?" inquires Kristina. Dr. Park informs Kristina that despite their best efforts, her baby did not survive, despite her repeated requests to see her. "I had a girl, I had a daughter," sobs Kristina. She had to be the one to inform Molly, so she asks for her sister. Dr. Park exits the waiting room and announces that Kristina has awakened and is inquiring about her sister. TJ queries Molly about the baby as she leaves. The baby could not be saved, the doctor adds, despite their best attempts. Jordan places his hand on TJ's shoulder as Alexis and Sonny give each other hugs. Molly visits Kristina, who has been given a sedative and is frail. Kristina sobs, the baby, to Molly. Kristina sobs, saying she's sorry their darling girl is no longer with them. Molly advises her to just relax and not speak at this time. Kristina is still crying. She is deeply remorseful for losing their child. Once outside, Jordan consoles TJ without saying anything. Though TJ isn't proud of this, he can't help but wonder what Kristina was thinking at the time. He argues that since Kristina is all they have left, the only thing they can hope for is that she will be all right. Jordan informs him that despite his loss, he does not need to change who he is for her. TJ claims that he knew not to trust Kristina from the start, and that his head is screaming that she is to blame. He detests having these feelings, and he is unable to control his rage. When Dante gets there, Alexis tells him that Kristina is awake, but they were unable to rescue the infant. To phone Sam, Alexis excuses herself. Dante expresses his regret to his father. Is Ava involved in this? Sonny wonders. Ava is saying it was an accident, Danny says. They will pay, Sonny says, for Ava and Jagger tried to kidnap Avery, and now they could take Kristina as well. After exiting Kristina's room, Molly jumps into her mother's arms, assuming that they are aware of it. That it was a girl baby brings Molly to tears. She sends Alexis in, saying Kristina needs her mother. TJ gives Molly comfort. We had a daughter, she says. Molly stops Sonny when he gets close to Kristina's room, saying, You aren't going near my sister. Molly lets out a scream. Ava subpoenaed Kristina to testify in his custody lawsuit, which is why she is here. Kristina almost died because of you. My daughter is dead because of you. Kristina went to see Ava because of you, she screams. Sonny turns to leave with a hanging head. Blaze is taken to Cafe Chic by Natalia. She does acknowledge that Kristina and Natalia are in love, and that Natalia didn't mean to upset her by forcing her to leave the hospital. Blaze claims she is still unable to accept that they are in a relationship. Help Natalia comprehend. She says she's trying. She is asked to tell Natalia about herself and Kristina. When Blaze first started seeing her mother, it was around Christmas, and she was afraid of being found out. It was the family, not her followers, that made the difference. She feared that they would no longer love her, and that her mother would not be the first to reject their LGBT child. Blaze was unaware of Natalia's claim that she would never do it at the time. Blaze remembers holding hands with Kristina on the square, but as they encountered familiar faces, Blaze withdrew her hand. Kristina called her out, and she didn't even aware that she had done it. She sobs, realizing that she nearly lost out on meeting Kristina because she was so accustomed to disguising who she was. Natalia regrets having to experience that. She also apologizes for her response to Kristina and herself. She now realizes how conceited it was of her to hold Link's actions responsible for her seeking a connection with a woman. She claims that because decent girls don't behave that way, she couldn't think her daughter could feel something for another lady. Does part of you still feel that way? Inquires Blaze. Natalia acknowledges that it can be challenging to unlearn something you've always believed to be true, like attempting to learn how to write with your non-dominant hand. Maybe, though, she need to give Ava credit for releasing the recording and correcting her. Blaze sobs as she expresses how vital Kristina is to her and how she cannot be without her. They must have trust that Kristina will recover, according to Natalia. Blaze expresses gratitude to her mother for allowing her to talk and for listening. Blaze goes so far as to say that when her mother referred to Kristina as her girlfriend, she didn't even flinch. Says Natalia, she's trying. Blaze says she's doing well, so I appreciate that. Jordan has a call for Blaze. Jordan informs her that although Kristina lost the baby, she is doing OK. Jordan queries Dante if Ava is to blame for her grandchild's passing, as they are back at the hospital. She is aware of Dante's inability to speak on an ongoing investigation, and he was instructed to remove himself from the matter. Molly apologizes to TJ for not being present and for being in court when everything occurred. TJ claims that even if she had been present, nothing could have been done, and that she is not at fault. TJ thinks that's all that matters, that she's here now. We had a baby girl, and she's gone, sobs Molly. They give hugs. Sonny climbs onto the roof to reflect. In a flashback, he turns on Dante and tells him he can no longer help him. He remembers Joss getting upset with him for all the things he had done to Dex. He recollects when Anna informed him that she was unable to ignore him any longer. At last, he considers what Molly just said to him, accusing him of being responsible for Kristina and the baby's misfortune. In the interim, Alexis visits her daughter. She gives Kristina a hug and expresses her sincere apologies, promising that they will overcome this. Alexis cries out for assistance as the monitors start to beep.